Let me ask you something before we dive in. Are you truly ready to transform your life in 2025? No, I'm not talking about vague resolutions or temporary bursts of motivation. I mean, really ready to wake up each day with unshakable clarity, unstoppable focus, and the courage to silence the noise of doubt and distractions around you. Because if you are, then this is the moment to shift your mindset. In this video, I've got 9 things you need to tell yourself every day to train your mind, to feed your soul, and keep you laser focused on what truly matters. Imagine starting each day with the confidence to embrace your potential, the discipline to stay on course, and the wisdom to block out negativity. These truths won't just inspire you, they'll transform the way you live, act, and grow. At the end, I've included a bonus lesson, one that could completely change how you approach challenges and opportunities in the year ahead. I've left one important question for you in the comment section because your thoughts are as important as mine. Check it out and let's grow together. Let's make 2025 the year you step into your best self. And if you take away just one thing from this video, let it be this: the power to grow lies within you. Let's begin with number 1. I am the best. In a world filled with noise and competition, it's easy to lose sight of your own brilliance. But pause for a moment and reflect on this simple truth. You are the best version of yourself, capable of incredible growth and transformation. Buddhist philosophy reminds us of the principle of self-realization, understanding that your potential is limitless when you believe in it. Think of a lotus flower. It rises from the murky waters, untouched by its surroundings, blooming in unparalleled beauty. Similarly, your worth is not determined by external circumstances or the opinions of others. It lies within you, waiting to flourish. But belief is the key. As the Buddha said, you yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. This is not about arrogance, it's about honoring your truth. Recognize your strengths, however small they may seem, and let them guide you through self-doubt. Each day, take a moment to stand before a mirror and affirm, I am the best. Not because you're better than others, but because you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. Reflect on a skill you've honed, a challenge you've overcome, or the way you've uplifted someone else. These small acts are proof of your power. When you embrace this mindset, self-doubt loses its grip. You'll no longer need external validation because your belief in your inherent value becomes your anchor. Your journey toward unstoppable growth begins with this foundation, recognizing and affirming your unique brilliance. Now, reflect. What is one strength you've been overlooking? Hold on to that thought, because it's time to carry it forward into your year of unstoppable growth. 2. I can do anything. What holds you back is rarely the world outside. It's the boundaries you've drawn within your own mind. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that the only true limits are those we create. As the Buddha said, with our thoughts, we make the world. Imagine the possibilities if you replaced I can't with I can. Picture a bird that has spent its life in a cage. Even when the door is opened, it hesitates, convinced it cannot fly. This is the power of self-imposed limitations. But the moment it realizes the sky was always within reach, the world transforms. You too can break free from the mental barriers holding you back. The year 2025 is your open door. Start by believing in the limitless potential within you. Shed the illusion that you're confined by circumstances or abilities. Instead, tell yourself, I can do anything. This isn't blind optimism, it's an act of courage. It's daring to take that first step, even when fear whispers otherwise. Every morning, begin with a simple practice. Close your eyes and visualize one goal, something that excites and scares you in equal measure. Picture yourself achieving it, not as a distant dream, but as an unfolding reality. Then, ask yourself, what is one small step I can take today to bring this closer? It might be a phone call, writing a single page, or learning a new skill. Transformation doesn't happen in leaps, but in consistent, determined steps. Each action builds momentum, reinforcing your belief that you can. Along the way, you'll discover strength and creativity you never knew existed. Remember, the obstacles you face are not walls, but stepping stones. Embrace the challenges. They are there to shape you, not stop you. As you move forward, keep this truth close. Your potential is as vast as the sky, limited only by how far you're willing to soar. Now take a moment to reflect. What is one goal you've been hesitant to pursue? Write it down, commit to it, and take that first step today. The path to unstoppable growth begins with the belief that you can do anything. 3. My future is bright. The journey toward growth is often clouded by uncertainty. The weight of the unknown can feel overwhelming, but Buddhist wisdom reminds us of a liberating truth. Each morning, we are born again. What we do today matters most. Your future, no matter how uncertain it may seem, is shaped by the small, intentional actions you take now. Imagine a stormy night where the sky is obscured by dark clouds. In that moment, it's hard to believe the sun will rise. Yet, it always does. The storm is temporary. The light is eternal. Your challenges, doubts, and setbacks are the passing storm. Your persistence, faith, and effort are the sunrise, promising a bright future. But how do you hold on to this belief when faced with adversity? Start by focusing on the present moment. The mind has a tendency to wander into the shadows of regret or the fear of what's ahead. Yet, true power lies in the now. Today is where your choices ignite change. A simple but transformative practice is gratitude journaling. Each day, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. It could be a conversation that lifted your spirits, a skill you're improving, or even the ability to try again. Gratitude shifts your perspective, training your mind to see opportunities instead of obstacles. Consider this: the seeds you plant today determine the harvest of your future. When you cultivate patience, resilience, and gratitude, you're laying the foundation for a life of abundance and joy. Trust in the process, even when the results seem distant. As the Buddha taught, the trouble is you think you have time. The future begins with the actions you take now, in this very moment. So every time doubt creeps in, remind yourself, my future is bright. It is not a matter of luck, but a reflection of your effort and belief. Hold on to this truth when the path feels steep, because just beyond the storm, the light is waiting. Now, pause and reflect. What is one thing you can do today to move closer to your vision of a brighter future? Commit to it, no matter how small, because what you do today truly matters most. 4. I will work hard. In the rhythm of life, there is one timeless truth. What you pour your heart into grows. Buddhist wisdom encapsulates this beautifully. Your work is to discover your work, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it. Hard work isn't about exhaustion or endless striving. It's about aligning your efforts with your purpose, transforming work into a joyful expression of your inner intent. Imagine a sculptor standing before a block of stone. Each stroke of the chisel is deliberate, guided by a vision that only they can see. To an observer, it might seem like toil, but for the sculptor, it is an act of love and purpose. This is what hard work rooted in passion feels like. It's not about laboring aimlessly, but about giving your best to create something meaningful. Begin by asking yourself, what work sets my soul on fire? It doesn't have to be grand or world-changing, it just needs to resonate with your values. Once you've identified this, commit to it fully. Discipline becomes easier when it's anchored in something you believe in. Every day, remind yourself, I will work hard, not for the sake of working, but because I am building something I care about. Set clear goals, but don't let the enormity of the journey overwhelm you. Break it down into small, achievable steps and focus on giving your best to each one. At times, the road will feel long and progress may seem slow. In those moments, return to your why. Let the sense of purpose reignite your determination. Remember, hard work is not just about what you achieve, it's about who you become in the process. The Buddha reminds us that a jug fills drop by drop. Every effort, no matter how small, adds to the whole. To make this journey sustainable, align your efforts with your core values. When your work reflects your beliefs, it nourishes rather than drains you. Celebrate small victories and let them remind you of the larger vision you're working toward. So today, tell yourself, I will work hard, not because I must, but because I can. You are the sculptor, and your life is the masterpiece. Every chisel mark you make brings you closer to the vision only you can create. 5. No excuses. Excuses are the chains we forge for ourselves. They may feel like shields protecting us from discomfort, but in reality, they confine us to mediocrity. Buddhist wisdom offers a profound reminder. You are your own master. The future depends on what you do today. This truth is both empowering and humbling. Your journey is yours alone to navigate, and excuses only delay the inevitable reckoning with your own potential. Imagine a gardener standing before a patch of barren soil. They dream of a vibrant, flourishing garden, but hesitate to begin. They blame the sun for being too harsh, the rain for being too scarce, or the tools for being insufficient. Yet the soil waits, indifferent to these excuses, ready to bloom if only tended with care. Life is that soil, rich with possibility, but it requires you to take responsibility for its cultivation. To break free from the grip of excuses, begin with a mantra. I choose action over excuse. These words are a declaration of self-empowerment. They remind you that while circumstances may not always be in your control, your response always is. Start small. Identify one area in your life where excuses have taken root. Maybe it's postponing a fitness goal, avoiding a difficult conversation, or delaying a dream project. Replace the excuse with a single actionable step. If you've been saying, I don't have time, ask instead, how can I make time? Every step, no matter how small, is a triumph over inertia. Track your wins. Keep a journal of the actions you've taken despite the urge to excuse yourself. Celebrate these victories, however modest they may seem. They are proof of your growing resilience and accountability. Remember, responsibility is not a burden, it's a form of freedom. When you own your journey, you gain the power to shape it. The Buddha's teachings remind us that the present moment is fertile ground. What you plant today, free from the distractions of blame or procrastination, will bear fruit tomorrow. Tell yourself, no excuses. My future depends on what I do today. When you live by this principle, you'll discover a profound truth. There's nothing more liberating than knowing you hold the key to your own growth. 6. I am getting better each day. Progress is not a single leap. It is a series of small, deliberate steps. Buddhist wisdom teaches us, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. This is the foundation of growth. Your belief in your ability to improve shapes the reality you create. True transformation doesn't happen overnight. It unfolds in quiet, consistent moments of effort. Imagine a potter sitting at their wheel. The lump of clay before them is formless, seemingly incapable of becoming art. But with each turn of the wheel and every gentle touch, it begins to take shape. The potter doesn't rush, doesn't force. They trust the process, knowing that with patience and persistence, beauty will emerge. Your growth is no different. Each day, tell yourself, I am getting better. This simple affirmation shifts your focus from perfection to progress. Growth isn't about achieving a flawless state, but embracing the journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Even when the results seem small, mastering a single skill, overcoming one fear, or learning from a mistake, know that these are the building blocks of unstoppable change. Begin by practicing self-compassion. Too often, we compare our progress to others, forgetting that everyone's path is unique. Instead, celebrate your micro-improvements. Did you handle a challenge today with more grace than yesterday? Did you take a step, however small, toward a goal? These are victories worth honoring. Mindfulness is your guide in this journey. Pay attention to the present moment and the effort you're making now. The Buddha reminds us that a disciplined mind brings happiness. Discipline isn't about harshness. It's about showing up for yourself every day with kindness and commitment. When setbacks occur, and they will, view them as lessons, not failures. Growth often hides in the moments when things don't go as planned. Reflect on what went wrong, adjust your approach, and keep moving forward. Like the potter, reshape the clay of your life with patience and care. By the end of 2025, you'll look back and see how far you've come, not because of one grand achievement, but because of the steady, determined steps you took each day. Remind yourself, I am getting better each day. With this belief, there is no limit to what you can achieve. 7. I was born to do great things. Deep within you lies a seed of purpose, waiting to be discovered and nurtured. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. This is the essence of greatness, not in the accolades you collect or the heights you climb, but in the alignment of your actions with your unique role in life's grand tapestry. Picture a river carving its path through rugged terrain. It doesn't rush or seek approval, it simply flows, guided by its natural course. Over time, it shapes valleys and nourishes life. This is the power of living your purpose. Quietly transformative, deeply impactful. You were born to find your path and flow with it, creating a legacy that only you can leave behind. To embrace this truth, start by understanding that greatness is not a comparison. It's not about being better than others, but about becoming the fullest expression of yourself. Each of us has a dharma, a unique role that contributes to the interconnected web of life. Whether your purpose lies in creating art, solving problems, nurturing others, or challenging norms, it is inherently valuable. Ask yourself, what sets my soul on fire? Reflect weekly on how your actions align with your higher purpose. Are you dedicating time to what truly matters, or are distractions pulling you away? This reflection isn't about perfection, but progress, a commitment to recalibrating whenever you stray. When doubts creep in, remember, even the mightiest river starts as a trickle. Greatness begins with small, deliberate steps toward your purpose. Take time to cultivate your strengths and passions. Let them guide your journey, and trust that every effort, no matter how insignificant it may seem, contributes to the larger picture. Living your purpose also means embracing challenges as opportunities for growth. Just as the river faces obstacles yet continues to flow, you too must adapt and persevere. The Buddha's teachings remind us that resilience is born from knowing your why. When your actions are anchored in purpose, no setback can deter you for long. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I take a step toward my purpose today? Celebrate the small victories and lessons learned along the way. Tell yourself, I was born to do great things, not by someone else's measure, but by fulfilling my unique role in this world. With this belief, your life will flow with meaning and impact, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those you touch. 8. People's opinions don't affect me. Imagine standing in a serene forest, surrounded by towering trees. The wind whispers through the leaves, and the trees sway, but their roots remain firmly planted. This is how your mind should be, unshaken by the gusts of external opinions. Buddhist wisdom reminds us, do not seek approval outside yourself. It is a call to find your strength within, where no fleeting judgment can disturb your peace. Too often, we let the opinions of others dictate our choices, as if their validation determines our worth. But chasing approval is like trying to capture the wind. It's intangible, ever-changing, and beyond control. You can do everything right, and still, someone will find fault. So why allow their fleeting perceptions to cloud your journey? To free yourself from the weight of others' opinions, start by meditating on impermanence. The Buddha teaches that everything in life, including praise and criticism, is temporary. Visualize a river carrying leaves downstream. Each leaf represents an opinion, floating in, lingering for a moment, and then drifting away. This exercise reminds you that external judgments have no lasting power unless you cling to them. Build confidence from within by embracing your truth. Reflect on your values, your aspirations, and the unique qualities that make you who you are. When you anchor yourself in self-awareness, the opinions of others lose their sway. Tell yourself, I am the master of my journey. Only I know the path I am meant to walk. Practical detachment doesn't mean ignoring feedback or living in isolation. It means learning to discern. Take what is constructive and aligns with your growth, and let go of the rest. Imagine being a sculptor chiseling away at marble. You keep what adds beauty and remove what does not. When criticism arises, pause and breathe. Ask yourself, is this about me, or is it a reflection of the other person's perspective? Often, negativity from others is rooted in their own fears and insecurities, not your truth. As you let go of the need for approval, a profound sense of liberation will follow. You'll no longer be swayed by the applause or criticism of the crowd. Instead, you'll stand rooted like the trees in the forest, confident and serene. Tell yourself, people's opinions don't affect me. My worth comes from within. With this mindset, you'll walk your path with clarity and peace, unshaken by the world around you. 9. Life is precious. How often do you find yourself thinking, I have plenty of time? Perhaps you delay your dreams, put off important conversations, or wait for the perfect moment to begin. But Buddhist wisdom cuts through that illusion with clarity. The trouble is, you think you have time. Time is not an endless resource. It's a precious, fleeting gift. Recognizing this truth ignites a fire within you to live with purpose, gratitude, and mindfulness. Imagine waking up each morning with the awareness that today might be the last day you have the opportunity to experience the beauty of life. The flowers blooming, the laughter of friends, the warmth of the sun on your skin. Every moment becomes meaningful when you truly appreciate its impermanence. Buddhism teaches us to live with a sense of urgency, not to be driven by panic, but to honor the preciousness of our time. Every breath we take is an opportunity. an opportunity to be present, to grow, and to make choices that align with our values. It is easy to get lost in the rush of life, overwhelmed by tasks, obligations, and distractions. Yet, when we realize that each moment could be our last, we start living intentionally. We stop putting off the things that matter most and begin to cherish every experience. Practicality in mindfulness means carving out moments in your day to appreciate the life you have. Whether it's through a simple walk in nature, a moment of stillness in the morning, or an intentional pause to reflect, find time to connect with the beauty around you. Let this practice ground you in gratitude, reminding you that every moment is an opportunity to align with your deepest purpose. Think of the fleeting beauty of a flower in bloom. It doesn't hold on to its petals, nor does it wait for the perfect time to blossom. It simply exists fully in the present, knowing that its life is temporary. Like that flower, you too are here to live fully, to make the most of the time you have, without waiting for the future to be perfect. Tell yourself, life is precious. Embrace this truth and let it inspire you to take action, to create joy, and to leave a legacy of intention. The present moment is all we truly have, so make each moment count. With this realization, every day becomes an opportunity to live with purpose, to appreciate the gift of life, and to move closer to your highest potential. As promised at the beginning, here is the bonus lesson: uncertainty as growth. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by uncertainty, the unknown, or the fear of not having all the answers? It's a feeling many of us experience as we embark on new challenges, start new ventures, or face life transitions. But Buddhist wisdom teaches us that in the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's, there are few. The unknown is not something to fear, but a fertile ground for growth, where the seeds of opportunity can be sown. When you're faced with uncertainty, it's natural to feel vulnerable or hesitant. But what if you could reframe this moment? Instead of seeing it as a barrier, view it as a doorway to endless possibilities. The beginner's mind refers to approaching situations with openness, curiosity, and a fresh perspective. Think of the child who, when learning to walk, stumbles and falls, only to rise again with renewed determination. In the child's mind, each step is a new discovery, each fall a lesson. This mindset is what leads to true growth, as every experience, whether a success or failure, expands your capacity to learn. The key is to embrace uncertainty as an invitation to learn. When we get too comfortable with our routines, expertise, or achievements, we narrow our vision and limit the potential for growth. By stepping into the unknown, we open ourselves to new insights, skills, and opportunities. It's in these moments of discomfort that we find the deepest transformation. A practical way to embrace uncertainty is by shifting your mindset from fear to curiosity. The next time you face an unknown challenge, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What new perspective can I gain? Instead of stressing about the outcome, focus on the process, allowing yourself to explore without judgment or preconceived limitations. Look at the most successful innovators, entrepreneurs, and thinkers. They didn't shy away from uncertainty. They leaned into it. They saw failure as feedback and obstacles as stepping stones. Every challenge they faced was simply another opportunity to expand their understanding of the world and their potential. Tell yourself, uncertainty is a chance for growth. Step into each unknown with confidence and curiosity. When you embrace the beginner's mind, you'll discover that every challenge holds the key to your next level of greatness.
Life's journey is not measured by the peaks we conquer, but by the resilience and intention with which we walk the path. Each of the principles shared is a guidepost, a light illuminating the way to a life of purpose, clarity, and inner peace. Rooted in Buddhist wisdom, these truths remind us that true transformation begins within, where belief, effort, and mindfulness converge. As Buddha once said, "Your work is to discover your world, and then, with all your heart, give yourself to it." These words remind us that greatness isn't a destination, but an unfolding process. By embracing self-belief, relinquishing excuses, and detaching from the noise of external opinions, you carve a path to a life defined not by fleeting success, but by profound fulfillment. Zen philosophy teaches us the beauty of the present moment, the only reality we truly possess. By acknowledging the preciousness of life and committing to personal growth, we align ourselves with the universal flow. Each day, as you affirm these principles, remember that you are not just striving for a better life. You are living it in every conscious choice and every act of kindness. If these insights resonate with you, let's continue this journey of wisdom together. Like and share this video, and let us know your reflections in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to Deep Wisdom for more inspiring Buddhist insights on living a peaceful, purposeful life. Let's grow together, one mindful moment at a time.